Hello Pisces, how are you? Happy New Year. Welcome back to Marion K Tarot and your January reading for 2025. Wow. So we are going to be pulling a oracle card from a compendium, if I can get my words out, of witches. And then the main tarot reading, we are going to be using the Dragon Tarot, which was my first ever deck, and this is the said deck. So let's get into this. So I hope you're doing well, Pisces. I hope things are bobbing along fine for you. You've had a bit of a rough trot. 2024 wasn't exactly easy for you, was it? For a lot of you. Pisces, like good Piscean friends of mine, you know, you've had a few kicks to the guts. There's no other way to say it, really. So let's see. We have got Briar. Okay. And what this immediately, okay, so immediately what came to my mind was seeing that word, seeing that card, was a story that I read when I was little. Okay. And it was the tale of Brer Rabbit. Some of you might know it, some of you don't, but I'm just going to basically give you like kind of a points of reference. Basically, it was a story about a wee rabbit, and there was, I can't remember if it was wolves or foxes or something, but they were going to attack him, and he essentially says, please do anything but put me in the briar bush or the Brer bush. And it was like, he made out that it was the worst thing that could ever happen to him. So they did do that, but actually it was the best thing because he had grown up between the thorns, between the branches, and he was not afraid of the thorns of the branches. And it meant that he was safe, but nobody else could get to him. You know, those who were after him couldn't get to him. And that feels really, be recounting that story to you, Pisces, it feels like there was some wisdom in that. You know, it feels as if whatever has been dragging you down, has been bringing you down. It's as if you need to tell them to throw you in the briar bush, whatever your version of the briar bush is, and then you will find safety. And that's just what is coming for that card, and you know that's what sparked it. And there we've got a dragonfly. The dragonflies are this kind of a strange mix of something that's beautiful, and yet its name suggests that it's not like a fly. If you think like a fly is like considered annoying and buzzing, and you know, but a dragonfly with its beautiful colours and its the joy that it brings to so many people, the symbol of the dragonfly, it feels like January is really a month where you can retreat to safety or be thrown into somewhere safe. Maybe that's an actual physical place or a group of people or a person or just yourself, and it feels safe. It feels like you can retreat to there and be your own best friend and just take some time to decompress after 2024. Just take some time out and then just really reassess everything that's going on and see where you want to go. But at the same time, you're within that safe place. You're within that place of safety. You're within that briar bush. Okay, my love. So that's what's coming out with the oracle card. So let's have a look and see what comes up with the main tarot reading, shall we? So I get some cards, please, for Pisces. Pisces for January 2025, please. Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, the bottom of the deck, we have got the Hanging Dragon. And I love this depiction because the dragon is clearly, I always read this to be that the dragon is asleep. Okay, we look. Right, the dragon is asleep, and we've got a shield there, and it's as if a dragon's just wrapped itself round about this tree, and it is just having a wee snooze. Because if you look here, there's some skulls there, and it almost looks like, well, it was not the knights who slayed the dragon, shall we say, and it just makes me happy, this card. But it's a hanging dragon, and it's Neptune, and it's very much associated with you because Neptune is your modern day ruler. Okay, so what other cards we've got? We have got the Ace of Swords, we've got the Eight of Cups, we've got the Two of Wands, we've got Death, we have got the Eight of Swords, and we've got the Chariot. So your two sister water signs showing up for you, the Death card and the Chariot. So Death for Scorpio and the Chariot for Cancer. And what's interesting is a couple of these cards showed up in their readings as well. And it almost makes me feel like there's going to be some kind of water sign gathering together in January 2025. And yeah, it just feels like that. There's going to be some kind of water sign conference or meet up, and there's some things going to be discussed, it feels like. But to this reading itself, right, you've got the Eight of Cups, that's a card for yourself. We've got two eights here, we've got the Eight of Cups and we've got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords being a card of Gemini. It's a card of being self-imposed imprisonment. Our minds have been imprisoned by ourselves. But we have got this Ace of Swords to start off with, which I absolutely adore, because it's like, right, it's almost like new year, new you, Pisces. The ideas that are springing up, the ideas whilst you're recuperating in this briar bush, you have decided that, right, there's new things coming. You're going to Eight of Cups it like a good Piscean does. And you have decided that whilst you love what you do, whilst you love what things have been going, whilst you love the things that are in your life, there is just an opportunity come January with the new year energy. The new calendar year energy, I should say. No, obviously the new zodiac year. But also we're coming up to your birthday season, Pisces. So, you could be thinking not only like, you could be assessing, well, okay, it's a new year, but also it's coming up to, a new birthday. So what is it you've achieved so far? What have you achieved in this age, whatever you've been age-wise? And then, what is it you're looking forward to achieving in the next year? Your next evolution around the sun. What is it you're looking to do? Where is it you're looking to go, Pisces? What emotional journey do you feel like, right, it's time to go now? And that's very much what it feels like, and it could be, you've got the Eight of Cups and you've also got the Two of Wands here, right? So it's like letting go of things emotionally and then deciding where your passions lie, deciding where you're going. Like, for instance, wanderlust. It's like, where do you want to go? What direction do your wee fishes want to swim in January? Where do you make the decision and just go for it? Along the way, we've got the death card, and that does signal a rebirth of some sort. It could be, again, you emerging from that briar bush and you becoming this totally new version of yourself, leaving the past behind, saying, you know what, the past is the past, I cannot change it. And do you really want to change it? Because it's made you who you are just now, up until this point. The Eight of Swords is that kind of it almost feels like, because you've been through a period of disappointment, of some at times stagnation, there's not really been any forward momentum. You've been stuck in your head a lot of the time, and as much as you like a good overthink like the rest of us Pisces, it's been difficult, because it's like there is still, if I'm picking up here, that there is still a little bit of fear, because if you do decide to come out of the briar bush with these new ideas to go forward, what's going to happen? Are you going to have more pain? Are you going to have more anguish? And it's almost like you're anticipating that anguish without really having any justification other than what has happened in the past. But we are not in the past, Pisces. Okay? And I know you're the wisest soul of the zodiac because you're the last sign. We know that. But with the Chariot showing up here, there really does seem to be this need and expectation for emotional balance. That's what a Chariot is. The Chariot is a card of balancing emotions for forward motion. And by doing so, these dragons at the minute, they look a bit uncontrolled. They don't know. That one's facing that one and that one's facing that way, and if you follow the reins, then and that dragon there, the charioteer dragon's just like, oh, for goodness sake. And then there's a wee crab of Cancer down there, and it's like, one's want to go one way and the other one's want to go the other way, and it feels a bit like, what direction will you go in? And that could be adding to the whole paralyzing energy of the Eight of Swords, or the self-imposed paralyzation, because there is a fear. But I think with the Hanging Dragon turning up at the bottom of the deck here, I think it's saying, you know what? You can slay the past. Slay the ghosts of the past. Because time is marching on, and the only constant in life is change. Some people say it's death and taxes. Yeah, it is. But the constant thing is change. The wheel keeps turning, Pisces. The wheel keeps turning, and it's up to you whether or not you decide to go with it or to try your best to stop it. But I think really, I feel like these new ideas that you're daring to dream, take them. Take the opportunities as they're offered to you, Pisces. If you feel like, and I said this in the Scorpio video, if you feel like you need a defender, then go and find your Scorpio friends. Go and or look at the Scorpio placements in your own chart. But find that find that person, find that briar bush, and you'll be able to go forward, because it feels like a destined path. It feels like whatever has went on previously, Now, for some of you, it feels like these pauses were put in place by the universe for a very particular reason. It's almost like the pause was put in your life for a course correction. And by having that course correction, you've now been able to set yourself off on a path that is so much more in line with yourself, with how you perceive yourself, with how you perceive your work and your life in general. Okay, so with that being said, Pisces, I hope you have a wonderful January. You can check out the other signs that will be on the channel. I will see you each week with your week ahead reading, the general one for everybody. And if you would like a personal reading with myself, all the details will be in the description box. Okay, so take good care of yourself, Pisces, and I will see you in February, if not sooner. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.